This morning, Secretary Pompeo released the 19th annual Trafficking in Persons report. It's an annual report that assesses 187 countries' efforts to meet the minimum standards to combat trafficking in persons. It is the foundation of our diplomatic efforts regarding outreach to countries to improve their efforts to combat trafficking around a 3P paradigm: protecting victims, prosecuting perpetrators, and preventing this crime by dismantling the systems that make it easier for traffickers to operate. The theme of this year's report, I thought, was incredibly important, and that is to focus on national trafficking. The idea that 77% of the victims in the world, according to the International Labor Organization, traffickers are exploiting 77% of the world's victims in their country of origin. They're not moving across borders. This isn't an effort to de-emphasize transnational trafficking, but to also emphasize the idea that there are victims in each country around the world that are not moving across borders, and to deconstruct the myth that trafficking is about movement. Instead, trafficking is a crime of coercion, not a crime of movement. And the focus of this year's TIP report makes that point. We saw more downgrades and upgrades in this year's TIP report. We saw several important patterns regarding Tier 1 countries, six of them moving from Tier 1 to Tier 2. We, additionally, were able to highlight state-sanctioned forced labor in various narratives as we went through. Of course, we also included the U.S. narrative as we try to apply these minimum standards consistently across the report. I'm incredibly thankful for the hardworking women and men at the Trafficking in Persons Office who have been working on this report for, it's a year-round effort, but certainly working over the last several months to produce this report. I think it's a report that the department can be proud of and that the country can be proud of.